Hey, good day, and thanks for tuning into Raspberry Canoe. My name is Andrew Laframboise, and today I want to talk about the most important thing on the trail, and that's going to be coffee. So, over the last little while I've been playing around with different coffee ideas. I've always been one of those guys that just grabbed the Starbucks Via and went back there and enjoyed a really good cup of coffee. But I started doing some of the math, and at about $5 a day for me and my wife, another five, we get into quite a bit of money. And as I was planning my Temagami trip for this summer, it was a 10-day trip. It started looking like $100 plus worth of coffee. And I thought, this isn't going to work. We need to figure out a better way. So I'm actually pretty excited. I'm here in my new studio down in my basement, which I'm hoping to really pump out some better quality videos. Most of the stuff that I've been doing has been just previously filmed and photographed without any real thought of actually starting up a channel. Went back, and there's some value in these, but the quality is pretty poor, and my editing software is still a bit of a mystery to me. I'm trying to work on a few different things, but I'm not finding anything that really truly works at the moment. So hopefully I can put this one together so it looks maybe the best that I've had to date. But I am open for suggestions if anybody's got something that works, that doesn't require a 4-year university degree to operate. I'm open for suggestions. So the first technique I'm going to talk about is instant coffee. Now obviously there's various different types of instant coffee, and depending on how important coffee is to you, really the only one that I'm able to get a hold of easily and bring is the Starbucks Via. These guys are really good coffee. There's no question about how amazing this coffee is. However, at about $1 a coffee, this looks like about a $6 habit for me. Bring my wife along and we're into like $15 a day. We've got some 10-day trips booked this year. And that's when I started thinking, oh boy, this is going to be $150 just for our caffeine. Probably another $50 for the decaf we'd like to have at night. So I started thinking we need some better solutions for this trip. And so I got to work. So I think the ultralight guys who are out there, or the gals who want to drink a really good cup of coffee but don't want to sacrifice price, I think the best way to go is to pre-grind your favorite brew into a French press coarse grind, and then pack this little guy, the Jet Boil press. Now it just so happens that this is a Toaks 750 ml bale titanium pot, and I really love this. This is my solo go-to, and you can see that it's never seen fire. That's because it pretty much spends its time on my little stove, which I love too, this little MSR ultralight guy. I mean, this thing's gone hundreds of miles with me now, and I'm starting to think maybe I should get a second one just to back it up, because it's getting to be kind of loose. But I know people that have gone the entire Appalachian Trail with a PCT and have used that exclusively without problems. So basically I just dump this out, all my stuff. There's a little canister, and just put together this little press, thread it down, and now I've got myself a coffee press. So I am one of those types of guys that needs to have a drink while I'm eating. So basically I'll boil my water, I will press it, drink my coffee, or pour my coffee in here, and then I'll get to work on maybe topping it up with some more water and starting my meal, whatever it may be. I do a lot of dehydration stuff. A lot of times I will cold soak or rehydrate in my Nageline or whatever bottle I'm using, and basically use a series of different types of things. But this fits right in, and when you're done, clean it all up, just break it apart, I'm not going to bore you by doing all of this, but basically just throw all the stuff back in and you're done. Though I'm not doing a cook kit review, I thought I'd put a shout out to the Health Pro Titanium 3. This thing's, this thing's been put through hell and back and never lets me down. I've had to do a little repair. The little weld there broke off. It's no big deal. But basically, you got yourself a lid / frying pan. I believe that's 400 ml. You got yourself a full 1.2 liter pot to boil in, plus a bonus pot. And I can't remember what this is. I need to put on the old glasses because I can't see anymore. But it's right on the side there. That's an 800 millimeter pot. That's never seen fire before, but not because of any reason other than the fact that I don't actually use it. This will often come with my wife and I. That'll be one person's bowl to eat out of, and that'll be the other person's bowl to eat out of, and we will actually do all of our cooking in here with the lid on like that. That's the reason why there's some fire on there. So this is actually our all-inclusive cook kit for 3, including the baby. The baby just eats hot dogs whatever she feels like eating until she's starving, and then she starts to eat everything. But anyway, that's how babies roll. But getting right into the ultimate coffee making system, and I'm talking at home or on the trail. The what's this thing? The GSI? I don't think about my cup. Outdoors H2 Joe. So, the gram weenies and all the ultralighters are going to kind of frown upon the Najoline container, but this is something that I usually carry 2 with, and I have a water filtration wand from Sterapen, Catadyne Sterapen, and I can basically sterilize 2 liters of clear water in 90 seconds. So I do bring that along. It's a great system that I've exclusively used along with boiling for the last year. And I do have a couple of the Catadyne B-Freeze now. Just when we're canoeing, it just doesn't make sense to do anything other than just dip your bag and drink. Anyway, this guy here doesn't add any real weight or size to your kit. And the idea is you can sort of use it one of 2 ways. You can pack it full of coffee, and you can thread it down, let it sit upside down for however long you want, 4 minutes, and pull it out and you got yourself coffee. In fact, you got yourself really 2 coffees for me, but in theory 1 liter should make 4 cups of coffee. But anyway, that's our morning coffee one shot. We used the 1.2 liter capacity to boil. Fill this guy up, top it up against our boiling, and we've got ourselves our breakfast. The other way to do it is to actually just dump your coffee inside and then just fill it up full of water and use this as a filter per se. And that actually makes a little stronger, actually makes a really good coffee. Makes a better coffee, but there is a significant sort of mess comparison. Just dumping this little guy out here and rinsing it, it's no big deal. Getting all the grinds out of this is a slightly bigger deal. Is it that much a bigger deal? Well, really, when it's, when you take 15 seconds and double it, really isn't going to take about that time of your life. Now, really. But this actually does make such a fantastic coffee, and what I've actually been doing is at home, I've been throwing coffee in here, putting it, not even just using cold water, and I've been throwing it in the fridge upside down, and I've been doing cold brew, and it's absolutely amazing. It does a perfect cold brew. Some of my favorite coffees, Kicking Horse, amongst others, they'll sell cold brew cans for like $3 each for a little can like this. You could just do cold brew just like that, and do your cold brew on the field, on the trail. You can, in the morning, boil yourself up some water, just throw it in your pack and go, and you got yourself coffee while you're walking. So this really is the best system out there. And if you use Najoline bottles, or you're kind of trying to justify the weight, considering that this will do a full liter of coffee in 4 minutes, or maybe 6 if you like a little stronger, and it really only adds that much compared to the system that I'm using over here, which only basically makes coffee for 1. It's a lot lighter and smaller, but when you start trying to make coffee for 2, the time that it takes to do that just becomes too much. Now I'm boiling 2 pots, and I'm having to process it twice. They're really getting a little half coffee each. And time's important on the trail as well. So if you want to consider time versus weight versus the whole 9 yards quality, you're not going to get a better cup of coffee than this, probably ever. And I'm not even kidding. You may just want to start that process at home in the morning. I have. So there you go. We're little short little overnighters, maybe 2 nighters by yourself, where you just can't really beat these guys for weight and the price isn't going to kill you. Starbucks Via, can't beat it for quality instant coffees. They're absolutely fantastic. If you're looking for a solo super ultralight solution for like a long period of time and you're really thinking about the price of the coffees, really the Jetboil coffee press, that's just a little tiny bit larger than one of these small containers, so you just measure that and put directly into the 750ml titanium toques and probably a mess of other units as well, and it's $7, like it's super cheap. I overpaid for this because I really couldn't wait to have it, but I'm pretty sure you can get these for around $20 Canadian if you can find them. I went and got on Amazon for $40. I was willing to pay a little bit more because I really couldn't wait to have it, and it didn't let me down. Made the best coffee, and that is the GSI Outdoors H2 Joe. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning into Raspberry Canoe, and until next time, happy hiking.